Hello everyone, welcome back to our Kotlin Intermediate tutorial series. Today we are diving into one of the coolest Kotlin features that is called delegation. If you want to write a cleaner, reusable and more elegant code, this is a feature you don't want to miss. So let's get started. So first, let's understand what is delegation. In simple terms, delegation allows your object to delegate responsibilities to another object. Okay. So Kotlin provides delegation as a built-in feature, which makes it super easy to implement without boilerplate code. So understand that delegation is equals to reusing the functionality of another object. Okay. And it simplifies the delegation by using by keyword. Okay. So we will see that in code. Okay. So let's get started with by keyword. Suppose I'll go to the editor. Suppose you have an interface, which is having multiple implementations, and you want a class, to reuse the functionality of one of the implementation. Okay. So suppose I write interface logger, which is one of the most common interfaces, and I write a function called log, and I take message as string. Okay. Now I will do is what I'll do is I'll write a class called file logger. Okay. And I will implement the logger, and I will do what I will do override, implement the members. I'll override this. So I'll remove this, and what I'll do println file log. Okay. And I'll print the message. Okay. This is the interpolation. You have already remembered the concept, right? Now I write another class, suppose. Okay. That is application logger, which will be implementing the members of the logger class. Now the logger interface. Now what I'll do is I'll do this. Okay. Now now I'll do what? Instead of writing this, what I can do is I can remove this code. Okay. And I can delegate all my responsibilities. I can delegate all my responsibilities by a single logger. That is, suppose I do that. Okay, application logger. Instead of doing this, what I can do is I can delegate the object logger. I can pass I can pass the logger, and I can delegate it by keyword. Okay, as you can see, application logger delegates all its logging responsibilities to file logger. Okay, using the by keyword. It's that simple. Okay, so whenever I am using the logger object, I am referring that with by logger. Okay, and you can use the same here. Suppose I take the I create this file loggers. Okay, file logger, and I take app logger, application logger. Okay. In and whenever I'll do that, I'll pass the file logger here. Okay. Now I'll do what app logger dot log, and I'll say delegation successful. Okay. I'll run it. And you see that the all of the responsibilities of the application logger has been transferred to file logger. Okay. It's that kind of clean and concise. Okay. Let's wait. Yep. So as you can see, the delegation is successful. Now we move on to the next topic, that is lazy delegation. So have you ever needed to initialize a variable only once, only like when it is accessed for the first time? So Kotlin's lazy delegation has got you covered there. So what you can do is you can use the lazy keyword, which will ensure that the variable is initialized only once, okay, and only when it's needed. Perfect for optimizing the performance. Okay, so if I go to this, uh, if I go to here and I write val, I write a config, okay, and this config will be string, and I will do what? I will have this by lazy, and it has a block. What this block will do, I'll just write a simple print statement initializing, okay, and after that I'll do what? Okay, this is what I'll do. Okay, so now you know this will ensure that it is being initialized only once. Okay, and whenever you do that, what I can do is I can do a println, and I will write before accessing, okay, and after that what I'll do is I'll do uh, these println twice. Okay, so let's run it. Yeah, as you can see that initialization happens here in this line number 13. Okay, it happens here. Okay, and in the line number 14 it is already initialized. Okay, it's that simple. Okay, so let's move to our next topic, that is observable properties. Okay, so if you want to react to property changes, okay, suppose you have a property and this property got changed. In those cases, what I will do is I can have observable class which will observe the delegation, and it will respond to the changes, to the property changes that you're giving. So what I can do is I can see that I mean I can write that in the code. So what you can do is I'll write a simple class, okay, that is user. Okay, suppose I take an var name, okay, and the type will be string, and I'll do by. And now how will you use the observable properties is, first you write delegates dot observable. Okay, if you go here in the observable, you will be able to see there it's simply it has this uh, documentation that says that returns a property delegate for read write property that calls specified callback function when changed. Like there would be an initial value of the property and on change callback, which is called after the change of the property that is made. Okay, so I'll go back. What I can do is I'll do is, like, initial value will be empty string, but inside the block what I'll do, I'll write uh, old value, I'll take new value, and what I can imply is I'll do println, basic println, that is name changed from old value to new value. Okay, so it's easy. Okay, whenever you want to have this kind of things that you need to respond to certain property changes, there you can use this delegates dot observable, that is the most common one. Okay, and what you can do is you can write your own implementation here. So to track changes of the property that is name. Okay, so whenever it's updated, the lambda will get triggered, okay, and it will show you. Okay, so suppose if I do val user is equals to user, and I give user dot name is equals to technique, and after that I change the name to technique. In that case, what happens? You will be able to see that the lambda got triggered, and you got that first. It has given first because we have given the initial value as empty. Okay, so this was the initial value that we have assigned whenever it was supposed to be, observing that what was the initial value. So what happened is after that, as you can see, it has been changed from empty string to technique, and after that whenever it got changed, the lambda again got triggered, and now it is showing the technique to technique. Okay, that's how simply the observable properties works. Okay, now let's go to custom delegates. Okay, so finally let's create our own custom delegate. For instance, let's create a delegate that automatically converts string to uppercase, so or lowercase maybe. So whenever you do that, always try to remember that we are fundamentally delegating our uh, behavior. Okay, the kind of behavior why the object, and we are reusing the same. Okay, so I can write the code here to understand it better. What I can do is I can write a class uppercase uppercase delegate, and what I can do is I can take a private variable value. Okay, and it will be what, string, and let's initialize with empty. Okay, now after that what I can do is let's do operator fun get value, and this will refer what, this uh, sorry, this ref, this ref with what, any kind. Okay, and it can be null. So we are doing a specific null check, and what I can do is I can do a property. Okay, and what kind of property we will take? We will take a simple k property. Okay, k property. So it's a Kotlin reflection library that you can use. And let's give the wildcard because we don't want to define anything here. Okay, now let's return the value. Okay, and whenever we'll be, so this is a get value, so whatever value you are getting, of the property, that will be directly returning. But suppose I want to set this value, in those case I want that it should be set with uh, it will be set with all the upper cases. Okay, so this is the property, and what I can do is I'll do new value, and I'll do the string, and it won't have any return type because we are setting it. And what I can do is I can do value equals to new value dot uppercase. Okay, now, okay, I'll remove this. Okay, now I'll delegate this. Okay, class, suppose I give my class. In that, what I can do is where name equals to string, and I am now delegating by this uppercase delegate class. Okay, where I have defined the custom get and set, and we are now delegating it via our custom class. Okay, so if I write that here, okay, so now I create what, now I create custom my class. Okay, Now what I can do is my class dot name equals to Technish, and in the println I will write what? My class dot name. So if you see that whenever you are assigning this new value, so the set value function is getting called. So whenever the set value function is getting called, what is happening is it is assigning the all the characters to uppercase, and after that it is defining it is setting the values to the value. Okay, that's what it is happening. And when if I do that, you will be able to see that this custom delegate intercepts the property of get and set operations, and it allows you to add the custom logic. It is that much powerful, and control the behavior. As you can see that it has written everything in uppercase. Okay, so to recap, we explored the delegation with uh, by keyword, which is very important. We have checked the lazy delegation, which will give you try to whenever you are trying to initialize a variable which only initializes whenever it's needed. You have checked the observable properties, like whenever you want to track something, some of the properties, the changes to the names or certain properties. For that you can use delegates dot observable, and for creating custom delegates where we have intercepted the get and set operations. So these tools make the Kotlin incredibly flexible and powerful. So practice these concepts, and they'll soon become an essential part of your coding toolkit. So if you find this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more Kotlin tutorials. See you in the next video. Happy coding. Bye.